Hey everyone. After spending some time looking over the DSM history site, I was kind of back and forth on my overall impression. The site was extremely simple to use, but I was kind of surprised at the lack of production to it, I guess. I found the timeline link under the pre-DSM to be very interesting and wondered the most the differences noted back then between idiocy and insanity. Um, Reading about the process of creating the DSM-5 gave me a headache. The thought of constant lit reviews and data analysis for 2 years makes me want to gag. It blew my mind to think that the work on the DSM-5 began in '99. I was thinking that this version was so futuristic and ahead of our time, and I kind of just laughed thinking back that it was being developed when I was 10 and when I didn't even know what psychology was. I found it interesting to read about the casebook in the draft of the DSM-5, how it's filled with the relevant case studies they collected during the trials. I feel like that would be a pretty interesting thing to get a chance to look at. And it would also be a great way to pull cases to diagnose and practice diagnosing for this class. When I read that the new DSM will not be based on an access system, I felt angry. I feel like we're putting in effort to kind of memorize what we need to know about the DSM-4, and then by the time we start using it, we'll be on to a different one. So it's like the iPhone, practically. Anyway, I'm hoping, one of my hopes for this is possibly that the changing of mental retardation to intellectual disability will hopefully discontinue the trend of the use of retard. That is a huge problem we're having at Port recently. It makes me very upset, and maybe if society stops using it altogether, it will stop being used as such a derogatory word. And lastly, this is all kind of negative, but I'm not a huge fan of the DSM lowering their diagnostic thresholds. I think that we over-medicate our country enough already, and I personally don't support increasing the amount of medication we give out even more. I'm much more for, natural supplements and all that good stuff. But yeah, I think there's enough medication that we're handing out already, and I don't know if we need much more of it. So these are my thoughts, and thank you very much.